Yes, sir.
Leader in Colombia.
Good morning, friends. Good
Good morning,
morning.
sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. In 46, around 10 good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
At least 20 good mornings, 20 to 30.
Good morning, sir.
Background. I said whether you can present as a points or as a story. Start. Background. Historical background or normal background or general background. So whatever you think. Start.
Sir, Indian Constitution is written by Dr. B.R. Sahib Ambedkar, and it is a backbone of the India's democracy. It is, prepared and made in the year of 1949, post the freedom, and then got enforced in 1950, January 26th.
Next. Next.
So the evolution of the modern constitution started right in 23,000 BC, 2300 BC.
Okay.
And in modern day, in 1877, found evidence of the earliest known court of justice. And there were several writers examined how the design of a government was important, even if the government was headed by a monarch.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Constitution of India, prior to implementation of Constitution, there was a constituent body which adopted the Constitution taken by a committee under the leadership of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And our Constitution was drafted based on Constitution of various countries, mainly USA and UK. And some chapters of Indian Constitution was adopted from German Constitution also.
So the East India Company, a registered company which still exists in London, entered into India as a trading company to do business. Due to conflicts between Hindu kings and Muslims, the position of the Mughal Empire established the company to establish their rule in the country. The British Crown has established factories, constructed roads, telephones, etc. So they had also introduced the English law, culture for the needs and requirement of people. They also helped educated Indians to know about the thoughts, rights, and their values. After several struggle, India obtained independence from the British rulers, but partitioned into two countries. Under the Constituent Assembly, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chairman of drafting committee, drafted the Constitution of India, which came into force with effect from 26 January 1950.
Okay.
This is what I have noted.
So, in 1934, M.N. Roy proposed a constitution body is required for India, Indian system. Thereafter, our politicians and so-called intellectuals have started their exercise on the political bodies. Then they collateral and coordinated all the background work, and they have also collected some information from 1773 onwards, these chartered acts and regulatory acts, and including 1935 act. Then they started framing a constitution. And in addition to that, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has also coordinated with various constitutions, and then they frame a constitution from their according to our Indian system.
Okay, great. Next.
The Constitution of India is largest, sir, and the most voluminous constitution in the world. The
That is
original
a
copies
feature.
of,
I'm asking about the background.
the original copies of the constitution had not typed or printed, sir. They were handwritten.
That will come in the background, or it's a feature, or it's a
Background only, sir.
background, huh?
Yes, sir.
Eats Act and the Chartered Act, then Company Act, then 1935 Indian Government Act. These are the backgrounds basically for our constitution.
Alternative dispute resolutions was founded in India. Constitutions under Article 14 and Article 21, which means mentions about equality of law for law.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Some technical problem. Okay. So, background. So, how many acts before the framing of constitution?
Regulating Act, Peat Act, and 1935, 1909, 1919.
Okay.
Regulating Act of 1773, Amending Act of 1781, Pitts Act of 1784, Charter Act of 1793, Charter Act of 1813, Charter Act of 1833, Charter Act of 1853, and Government of India Act of 1858, Indian Council Act of 1861, Indian Council Act of 1892, Indian Council Act of 1909, Government of India Act of 1919, Government of India Act of 1935, Indian Independence Act of 1947, sir. These are the acts.
So great. We have a number of acts where we can discuss before the framing the constitution, but with the time and syllabus constraint, we can discuss few of them, and rest of acts, it's your choice. If it is possible, go through the all acts. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, before that, any books are recommended to follow, sir? Should we buy some books and?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, come again. So before 1947, India was divided into two main entities. The British India which consisted of 11 provinces and the princely states ruled by Indian princes under JB. Aliens policy. The two entities merged together to form the Union of India. But many of the legacy systems in British India is followed even now. The historical underpinnings and evolution of the Indian Constitution can be traced to many regulations and acts passed before Indian independence. So can you name some of the provinces? Hello? So what are the provinces? Hello?
British India provinces are 292, sir.
Provinces.
Yes, sir. British India provinces are 11.
Yeah.
It is having 292 seats.
Yeah.
And princely states are Indian states, which are 93 seats. And chief commissioners provinces are 4, which are 4 seats, sir. Total is 389 seats.
Okay. Let's name some provinces. The popular or the best, you know.
Madras, Bombay, West Bengal, United Provinces, East Punjab, Bihar, Assam, Orissa, Delhi, Ajmer, Merwara, and Kurg.
So what are the administrative system of the province? Who will rule and how it will ruled?
Governor General.
Province, huh?
Province ruled by Governor General, no, sir?
No. They have their own kingdom, no? In provinces.
Oh.
So overseas Hyderabad is a
Nizam.
yeah.
Nizam.
Nizam for Mysore Maharaj.
Yeah.
Some name. So we have every province one king followed by their family historical.
Jodhpur and Jaipur.
So all these are the provinces. Okay.
There are princely states of 29 princely states are there apart from provinces.
Yes.
As you said, it's like as would say like Mysore, it is comes under Indian state, not province. Okay, Indian states are almost 29, which are princely states, and they're having almost 70 are there, and there are comes around 299 seats. A number of members are 299.
Yes. Next, Indian system of administration. Indian democracy is a parliamentary form of democracy.
Yes, sir.
Where the executive is responsible to the parliament. The parliament has two houses. Number one is, what is number one? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The type of governance is federal, there is a separate executive and legislature at center and states. We also have self-governance at local government. Levels. All these systems owe their legacy to the British administration. OWUE. Their legacy to the British administration. Next, the Regulating Act of 1773. The first step was taken by the British Parliament.
What's it taken by the
British Parliament to control and regulate The affairs of the East India Company in India. Next, it designated the Governor of Bengal. Fort William.
What's that?
Fort William as the Governor General of Bengal.
Sir, it is Lord Warren Hastings, sir.
Sorry?
It is Lord Warren Hastings, who is the first Governor General.
No, I'm not talking about the first Governor General.
West Bengal journey.
Yes. Warren Hastings became the first Governor General. This is the next point. I am coming through that. Okay. Next, Executive Council of Governor General was
Executive General. Sir, Executive General.
Executive Council of the Governor General
Was established.
was established four members. There was no separate legislative council. It subordinated the
What's sir? It's a
it subordinated the governors of Bombay and Madras to the Governor General of Bengal. The Supreme Court was established at
Kolkata.
Fort William, that is Calcutta. As the apex court. In 1774. It prohibited servants of the company from engaging in any private trade or accepting bribes from the natives. Board of Directors. The governing body of the company should report its revenue.
what's sir? Should report.
Its revenue. Next, Pitts Act, PITTS of 1784. That number 1. It distinguished between commercial and political functions of the company. Next, Court of Directors for commercial functions and Board of Control for political affairs.
Sir, commercial functions.
And Board of Control for political affairs.
Sir. Board of Control.
For political affairs. Reduced the strength of the governors generals council to 3 members.
We not show option. Whatever the third is dictating and whatever the speaking is that in essay text, we can activate that and recommend.
Sorry? What? Placed the Indian affairs under the direct control of the British government.
Sir, not able to hear, sir. Some
Placed
disturbance.
the Things up, mute karo up. Placed the affairs under the direct control of British government. The company's territories in India the British position in India. Governors' councils were established in Madras and Bombay. Okay. So I will list out some acts. So each one of you can go through that act and present yourself by next class. Okay. Right. Charter Act of 1813. Charter Act of 1813. Next, Charter Act of 1853. Next, Government of India Act of 1858. Next, Indian Councils Act of 1861. Next, India Council Act of 1892. Indian Councils Act of 1909. Government of India Act of 1919, 1919. Next, Government of India Act 1935.
1947.
Indian Independence Act of 1947. Okay. Take your choice, at least 1 or 2 acts. You have to present it.
Okay,
Sorry,
sir.
sir. Sorry, sir.
Take any act, at least
18
1 or
act.
2. Huh?
1813 to 1947. Anyone?
Yes. Take any one, at least one.
Okay, sir.
People
Thanks.
can have their choice more than one, but at least one. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
We
sir.
will meet in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.